Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, good morning. A little voice not normally heard during the week. Well, I guess commercials and here and there. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Welcome to your Call Flow Show today. Ask that you hold your calls just for a little bit, obviously, since you've got me behind the mic. We have some special guests with us at the beginning of the program. Two who you may remember, and a newbie to our Call Flow family. Talking about the latest Longwood Theater production, which opens next Wednesday on the 2nd of October, the classic 12 Angry Jurors. And with us, our director, Jeffrey Todd Parrott, Professor Parrott. We also have two from our cast, Abby Kessling and Angel Labasio. Got it. I'm Italian. I should be able to say that. In any case, how are you all doing this morning?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good. Happy to have you with us. So let us start with you, Professor Parrott. So this was kind of a choice of yours. So why this production?
Yeah, well, it's actually it's the 70th anniversary of the original CBS television play.
Okay.
Which this is based on.
Yep.
So it felt, and it's one of those plays that always feels relevant. So and leaning into that, we've set it modern day to really highlight that further. And yeah, I felt like, it's just such a great classic American play. And it felt time to bring it to the Farmville community, and especially in the timing of this anniversary.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was the anniversary year for it. That makes it a little bit more, special. Mm-hmm. It's one of those plays that even though whether you saw the original TV, have seen the film version or whatever, it's not locked into that time. It is very adaptable, and the themes very much still we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. It's completely relevant. And yeah, I mean, we talk in the cast all the time about, how cleverly it is written because, it was written very much of the time period from which it came from, in the 1950s. But at the same time, it was written with this timeless language that allows it to kind of just be able to transport to wherever, you want to put it, which is how we've been able to really set it in a modern day using the exact same text.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. So, ladies, let's turn to you for a little bit. So, of course, you are two of our angry jurors here. Of course, people will – I know there's going to be some people out there saying, well, wait a minute, it's 12 Angry Men. Well, yes, but we're now, 70 years.
Yeah.
So, it's not just – men in the jury box anymore. So naturally, the play has been adapted for those roles. So how does that address how you come in? Now, Abby, I know that you originally kind of really started doing more backstage and tech stuff and have really gotten into acting, and we're seeing that more and more, and it's been great because each time you get a little bit better and you get to see you develop. So you're kind of coming into it with some Longwood acting experience already. Mm-hmm. So how did that address how you portray your character?
Well, it's actually kind of funny because when I was in high school, I actually did this play as well.
Oh.
So I was already familiar with the script, but we did it in the time period that it was set. So I'm playing a completely different role, and being able to see the experience blossom into a different light than I had learned it before is just such an awesome experience. And with having prior acting knowledge from high school and from Longwood University, it's given me a chance to really grow and develop my character a lot faster, so that way I can really understand what my character wants from the show and how she'll react to different things, and what she gets angry at and what she doesn't get angry at, what she gets a little nervous about. It's a very fun experience to be able to have prior acting experience, so I can really learn how to develop this character.
Okay. I have to say I am particularly interested to see, because And I know there are probably people listening who were able to come and see our performance last year of Vanya. Mm-hmm. And I thought you were really, really good in Vanya. So I'm really curious because I know no matter which of these jurors, that's a very different character from what you played.
Absolutely. This character, so when I was in Vanya, I played a character that was very like, oh, pity me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this character is a lot different. She's a very anxious character. There's been a lot of different interpretations, but I really love the direction that Professor Parrott and I have taken for Juror 2. We've made her very anxious, very like on edge about things, and really just frustrated at the whole group as a whole.
Okay.
So.
Good. Wonderful. Some more fun stuff to look forward to. Now, Angel, this is your first Longwood performance, coming in as a freshman. So first, did you do theater in high school?
Yes, I actually went to not only my high school for theater, but I also went to a specific high school called the Governor's School for Theater.
Yeah.
I was in the theater and film department, and I got so lucky to be in the BFA program at Longwood University. I've loved acting, but I haven't done it for a really long time, so it's really a really touching moment that I get to be a part of this cast as a first-year freshman. And it's just been really fun working with everybody and how everybody intertwines and works together, especially with how big the cast is, considering there's 12 people on stage the entire play and no one leaves.
Yeah.
So just working with those different dynamics, it really helps us grow and develop our own characters as well.
So now, is acting what you're looking to do, or are you theater ed? Or
Yes, so I'm a BFA in performance.
Okay.
So I really just want to be acting. I primarily want to be on the stage. I do like behind camera stuff, but the stage is really where my passion lies.
Awesome. And I assume, of course, coming right in as a freshman and first performance of that year for you, you were gung-ho to get in here.
Yes, I was really excited, especially when the cast list came out and I saw my name on the paper. It was really a special moment for me. And then just the entire process of having everybody coming together almost every day of the week. We've been able to talk through different issues, different political issues, different everything, especially since it pertains to this day and age now.
Yeah.
And the transition onto the stage has really made it grow into something different, I would say, because of all the different aspects that you see that you don't really get in a rehearsal area.
Right, definitely. So now, Professor Parrott, let's come back for a sec, because obviously, setting this in current time, there are different aspects that you want to think about. You've got a really large freshman class that came in this year.
Yes.
So you had a huge number of actors to kind of pick from. I assume you already had ideas in your mind on where you wanted to go with certain things and picking people. How was that process for you, having such? Well, for you, it was new in two respects, because of course you are new to the faculty this year, so you didn't even know the past experience of some of the previous actors. So how did that play into a part for you and your choice? Was that easier for you? Made it more difficult?
I would say it actually made it a little easier because I had less preconceptions walking in. And I kind of had certain things I was looking for with certain jurors, but I also really kind of let the students kind of guide me when they came in the audition room of what they just personally were bringing, to the role, and they all just kind of fell into place, like a puzzle. It's just like, well, this piece logically goes here, and this piece logically goes here, and it just kind of all fell into place. There's certain things I was looking for in terms of I was looking for you got to have someone to do the Henry Fonda role,
right?
And that's what Angel's helping us out with on this production.
Mm.
But so there's certain pieces like that where you kind of they have a specific kind of MO that that
right.
they're
There's
working on.
certain quality you
right.
need.
But everybody else, I was really I really kind of let them lead and show me how they would fit in this world that we were creating, and it made my life very easy. And because we did have a large freshman class, this is a very diverse cast with lots of different kinds of people, lots of different kinds of students, and and it's been really a great experience collaboratively.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's just as great having a large cast like that and a lot of new people coming in that you all can really play off of each other and develop out of that. There have been some changes, I should say, for the folks who have come. We've done a new seating arrangement, so you have a different layout of seating than we have had for the past several years for this, so that'll be something for people to look forward to. I also want to make sure our listening audience knows that the seating is much more limited than it has been in the past. I noticed when I looked at ticket sales yesterday, and our tickets just went live Friday, that Wednesday and Thursday are less than 20 seats already.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, almost.
That's incredible.
Almost completely gone. Only 50, I think, left for Sunday. So, and less than that for Saturday, Friday night. I think there's maybe 60 seats. Okay. So it is selling out very, very quickly. So we urge you to get your tickets as quickly as possible. It opens next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, October the 2nd. And as usual, performances are at 7 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday, October the 6th. You can go to the box office, which, as last year in the Joan Perry Brock Center, they're on campus. They are open from 10 until 4, or go online, longwood.edu/box office, and just follow that link. Create your account if you haven't purchased a ticket before, or just log yourself in. We've got a great season coming up, too. You, Professor Parrott, will be directing our musical, which will be in Jarman this year.
Yes, yeah, very excited about
And we
that.
are doing
Little Women.
Little Women, the musical.
Yeah, classic Broadway hit.
Yeah, big tie-in. We're looking to try and link, because of the literature aspect,
Yes.
with English departments and some of the schools.
And it will also
in the
have
area.
a unique take, similar to what we're doing with 12 Angry Jurors. So I'm excited to reframe the story.
I'm sure you've already got lots of really cool ideas. And we will have Adjunct Professor Joyce Sweet, who directed Crimes of the Heart. A lot of the listeners will probably remember how good that show was. She will be doing a classic comedy from the great Neil Simon, The Red Hot Lovers. That comes up in October, just before the holidays. So fantastic. And I am sure that we will be talking again. I know we will definitely, because
Yes.
I will have you back here when we do get to Little Women. And who knows what next show. I can already see some probably Little Women right here. You're going to be who will be on the stage once again. And we want to thank all of the sponsors, all of you who come to see the shows and purchase the tickets. You know, having the audience, and I say this as someone who's been on the stage, but I know that the students will reiterate, and Professor Parrott himself, because he is also an actor, has done television and stuff. It makes a massive difference.
Yep.
When you have an audience to play off of.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I mean, you feed. That's what
they're
you
the,
feed
They're
on.
the last piece.
Yeah.
They're the last piece. We are nothing if not for them. So
You got to have it.
Yep.
You got to have it. It makes all the difference. And we thank you for those who come out to see the show. As I've said a million times, we want the public to come see these shows. It makes a big difference to the students. It's how they hone their craft. It's how the faculty give them the best possible teaching experience before they head out in the world. So don't forget, get your tickets now. They are selling very quickly. Show opens a week from tomorrow on October the 2nd. Tickets are $8 for Longwood students, $10 faculty, staff, senior citizen, or with your ID, college students from another campus, or $15 to the general public. Again, longwood.edu/box office. All right. I thank you all as always. I know we will talk again. I hope your first experience on the radio was a good one.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
I try to make it as painless as possible. But that is all the time I will take now. Of course, we're going to do a little break, give John a chance to get back in here. We'll swap mics, and you can get back to your normal call flow programming.
All right, on the other side of that PSA, we are back with the Call Flow Radio Show. We thank Chris Brochon and the Longwood Theater coming out. and discussing that play. Now, have you ever seen the movie that was
Of course,
based?
John. I mean, who hasn't seen the movie? That's a classic movie. That's a movie classic. 12 Angry Men. There we go.
Give or take or two, right?
Give or take, I mean, it doesn't, come on.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, though, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Henry Fonda. That guy who plays the grumpus father.
Grumpus?
You know the guy who was like, he was like, kids are all terrible, but apparently, like, his son, like, left him. And then he had that, like, emotional scene at the end of the movie where he, like, goes into his wallet, and in the wallet there's a picture of him and his son together, like, with, like, baseball bats and stuff, and he just, like, loses it, and it's such a powerful scene. I don't know, and I mean, that guy acted his whole body. I mean, like, honestly, I felt my heartstrings being pulled during that movie. It was a touching film. Yes, that's one of my favorite. Greatest movie. I mean, top 10 for me. Top 10. 12 Angry Men is in my top 10. What about you, John? Have you seen that movie?
Your recommendation alone is enough to warrant people to go out and see it if they haven't.
Okay, John. All right.
What?
If you believe that.
I do.
Okay.
I've seen clips of it. I've never really watched it.
Okay.
I don't want to watch 12 Angry Men.
Well, it's
And
more like
I meant in general.
it's more like 11 confused men, one calm guy.
I'm more of a dozen kind of guy.
Yeah. You look like a couple of, like a dozen.
Like Dirty Dozen. You
yeah.
know, that kind of
couple
thing.
of dozen. Go to
Yeah.
the bakery. Can I get a couple of dozen?
Go
to the deli.
Isn't 12 a dozen?
It is.
Okay.
It is a dozen.
That's why.
I'll take
that's why I joked about it. Though.
dozen donuts.
Dunkin' Dozen. Yeah, you got it.
There we go.
Would you mind parting that door open, please?
Yeah.
There's like no air circulating in this room whatsoever. Thank you, sir. I would, but my arm's not long enough.
I got you.
If the door was close by, trust me, I
Yeah.
would have opened it by now.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
Well, John, that was one of the funniest things I've heard all day.
What's that?
I'm a bit of a dozens guy. That's great.
Well, it's good to know that you got it.
And anytime, wow, that's great. That's a great little
I'm here for your
backhanded.
Yeah.
This guy probably orders dozens.
dozens and dozens.
Yeah.
Anyway, the phone lines are open if
yeah,
you'd like to take part in the show. The number is 434-394-0924. And we do have that announcement now in the calendar. I thought I had printed it off and put it there, and maybe I got caught doing something else. It could be on my end. It more usually is.
There are explosions.
Even if it's not
happening.
my fault, it's usually my fault. Kind of thing.
Is it the announcement that the explosions are happening near the Appomattox River?
No. Which do you have that? That was laying around here somewhere.
It's over there.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, you mean like way over here?
Yep.
Here, I'll let you.
Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like you're left out. You can
thanks, John.
Go ahead and give us a read on that.
Well, you go first.
No, well, you brought it up, so I think you ought to read it.
All right, well, just to let people know, on Wednesday, September 29th, which is tomorrow, by the way. I don't know if you were aware of that or not. Sam Rabin will be a guest on the Call Flow Show. He is the executive director of Habitat for Humanity. He'll be promoting their event for this Saturday, a pig roast in downtown Farmville near the marketplace. There will be live music. Talking about, and they'll be talking about how anyone can still get tickets for this event. Yeah, I mean, I
You
think
really threw me. I thought you were going to talk about the explosions thing. That's
that's not what you gave me.
But you said it was right over here. Where is it? You're saying it's in the book here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Use
way
your-
you pointed at it.
Maybe.
Let's talk about the Longwood Theater one more
right.
time, just to kind of
Yeah,
give them
yeah,
another
Joe.
plug here.
Sure.
Longwood Theater presents the dramatic
Yeah.
TV classic. Did you know it was a TV thing?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Reginald Rose, adapted by Sherman L. Is it Sergel? Close enough? You want to read it? I'll let you do all the official reading.
Longwood Theater presents
There you go.
the dramatic TV classic by Reginald Rose, adapted by Sherman L. Sergel.
Sergel. surgery.
12 Angry Jurors. I'm so sorry. I've never seen this movie. I thought you were talking about 12 Angry Men. I've seen that. 12 Angry Jurors. That might have been like a TV movie.
Right.
I did not see that.
Okay. That's what I was getting at. Okay.
My apologies.
That's okay.
12 Angry Jurors. Performances are October 2nd through the 5th at 7 p.m. and October 6th at 2 p.m. All shows in the main stage theater at CSATC. Get tickets now at the box office in the Joan Perry Brock Center weekdays from 10 to 4 or online at longwood.edu/box office. Seating is limited, so John, get your tickets now. Or if you're, wanting to go to a theater to see 12 Angry Jurors, highly recommend. I mean, there's nothing better than a live theater, in my opinion. A live theater is the backbone of good art. I mean, honestly, it is.
That's not what you said earlier, but we'll go with that. The U.S. Navy Explosives Ordnance Disposal Team, this is what you were referring to earlier,
that is.
will be conducting an innovative readiness training operation in the Appomattox River now until the 27th.
Yeah.
And they will be working on the Appomattox River. And the locales will be the town of Farmville, Cumberland County, Prince Edward County, and Buckingham County. The training exercise will be using explosives to dislodge log jams from the river channel that block navigation and contribute to severe erosion of the riverbanks. Sound of explosives could be mistaken for thunder, and blast overpressure may vibrate windows and shake items in nearby homes. Please be aware that this work is being done by well-trained military professionals who protect us daily. Again, this work will be conducted from You being facetious? Again, this work will be conducted from now. He's shaking his head, no, all scared.
No, not me. I would never.
Again, this work will be conducted now through Friday, September 27th.
Thank you, John. And also, you said something before you started reading that I need to clear up. You said, I didn't say that earlier, or on the lines of that.
That's not what you were saying earlier.
Yeah. Look, now let me clarify. I did say that as a, somewhat of a joke. That, theater is dead. I said that as a joke, but listen.
I didn't say what you said, though.
What I really mean is this: good theater is transcendent. Okay, I mean you get lost in the story, and you're like for like 2 hours, you're just in this world of just like characters, and it's beautiful. Now, let me tell you though, because I've been to a couple of plays. If it's a bad one, you feel like you're stuck in time for like 3 lifetimes. You know what I mean, John? I've seen some bad plays, and I mean, I look at my clock. It's like 20 minutes past, but it's like a 3-hour play, and they're usually terrible. Like, I don't know, just like a bad play could feel like a nightmare. A great play, there's nothing like it. So I just wanted to clarify that. For anybody who's listening. Also, by the way, just want to mention one more time.
We'll get to that weather and birthday in just a minute.
Yes, Farmville Now is coming soon. That is the event calendar we're going to be releasing for the Farmville area. It's basically, it has all of the different events being hosted in and around Farmville, all at one place at your fingertips. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Sign up with your email address for a chance to win $500 by going to farmvillenow.com. And you'll also get subscribed to our weekly newsletter. Contest runs through October 5th. Announcement of the winner on Call Flow the morning of October 7th. So stay tuned for that. John, back to you.
Oh, me. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do the weather real quick. For today, it's a 60% chance of showers, thunderstorms. Look for a high today near 71. Tonight, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a low around 65. Wednesday, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a high near 79. Wednesday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a low around 66. Thursday, it's a 20% chance of showers and a high near 79. Thursday night, chance of showers, percentage-wise, 40% chance of showers with a low around 68. Now, as far as our conditions, precipitation is 90%, humidity is 98%, the winds are about 3 miles per hour. Cloudy skies right now and 64 here at WFLO. AM 870. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
And with those birthdays and possible anniversaries, our Employee of the Month, he's got the picture outside the wall, just outside the studio to prove it. Employee of the Month, I give you Noah Massar.
Hey, John, you were employee
I've been now resigned from the,
okay.
the Hall of Shame wall
Hall
or whatever.
of Shame.
I've been taken down.
Which is a fame in its own way,
Yeah.
John. So be proud of that. Okay, we got the birthdays for September 25th. Guys, we have, one anniversary and a couple of anniversaries, many birthdays, though. We're going to start off with Haley Morgan Wallace. She's celebrating today. We also have Wade Walker. We also have,
Who's that?
Yeah. You don't? Okay. Well, we also have Aurora.
Are they related to da-da-da-da?
We also have Aurora Blinko of Farmville. She is turning 7 years old. Happy birthday to Aurora. That's a very exciting age. And then we have I'm going to butcher this name, but I think it's fair because it's a very absurd name. Are you ready, John? Ty Ingel Zuriel. That's not it. That's not what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to call him Ty, but this name right here.
All right, let's see.
25th. I want to get your honest opinion because I'm just going to go with Ty. It's a weird one, right? Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. I'm pondering how you would pronounce that.
Okay, all right. So John didn't even take a shot at it. That's how. Okay. And then for the anniversaries, we have Brandon and Anna Bowling, Steve and Sean Ledger, and of course, last but not least, Chase and Karis Cox. So birthdays and anniversaries coming at you. Those were the ones for today, and we hope to have more tomorrow. John, back to you.
All right. You want to tell them how they can get those wonderful birthdays on?
Yes, I would love to mention that. You can email those birthdays to birthdays@wflo.net. Or, if you want to call them in, you can call them in at 434-394-0924.
You being the Employee of the Month, I want to make sure you...
John, why do you say it like that? And that's not even true.
Oh, it's true. The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. 434-392-2802. 8:36 is our time. The phone lines are open. And the number again, 434-394-0924.
Even if it was true, though, that's a compliment. So I'm going to take that as a compliment.
That's how it was meant.
Okay.
Why are you reading the tea leaves? I don't understand any of this.
Okay, John. Okay, take it easy. All right.
I'm trying to be the good guy.
Hey, we're just trying to have a fun time today on the Call Flow Show.
All right.
And drink our coffee. Mm-hmm. You're scratching your nose an awful lot.
Well, that's what happens when it itches. I tend to scratch. 1957, federal troops sent into Little Rock, Arkansas, and this was due to racial desegregation. It took central stage when federal troops dispatched to Little Rock, Arkansas to maintain order and enforce the right of black students to attend the local public high school. That would have been 1957 on this day. And let's see. A lot of bad stuff happening. Let's get to something that's halfway good. Have you ever seen the BBC miniseries Pride and Prejudice?
No.
That was 1995. Okay. Starring Colin Firth and Jennifer... I don't know how to say the name. E-H-L-E.
E-H-L-E.
L. Air? What'd you say, air? I don't know. But we do have a caller, so we'll take that now. Good morning. You're on the air.
Well, good morning to you.
Good morning, Henry.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing, Noah?
I'm doing well.
I'm
How are you,
all right.
John?
Not much left, but I'm all right.
Okay.
Okay. You know, Christmas season is getting closer and closer,
You're right.
and I was thinking about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he was in school, he wasn't a real outstanding student.
Why is that?
Well, according to his last report card, he went up in math but went down in history.
I was going to think maybe you were going to go with his nose wasn't working, so he wasn't so bright.
That would
Noah
work.
loves that.
Yes. Thank you, Noah.
Of course, Henry. Anytime I can send my support. I like your jokes.
Yes. I'm going to have to get me another pair of cowboy boots. You know, I had these nice black and white cowboy boots.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I lost the white one.
Uh-oh. You got to get another boot.
Yeah. I didn't hear anybody laugh.
Noah's laughing on the inside, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, seriously, yesterday, our 10-year-old granddaughter, Emma, had one of her little girlfriends over. They were playing, and I said to them, I've got to make a choice tomorrow on the radio as to which one of these stories I'm going to share. So I told two different testimonies, and they chose this one as the one to do today. So maybe we'll do the other one Thursday.
All right.
But anyway, some years ago, I was scheduled to speak at a community supper at the Keysville Firehouse.
Right.
It was going to be on a Saturday night. However, I got up Saturday morning and I had laryngitis, and I could not speak a word. But I prayed and I asked God if He would restore my voice so I could speak. And then I said, I'll speak on supernatural ways in which God reveals Himself. So I was still unable to speak, but I went. And they had a supper there, and then I was supposed to speak. As I ate, I had no voice. But when I stood up to speak, my voice was clear and strong, and I talked for about 45 minutes, and then sat down, and then again I had no voice. It was 2 or 3 more days before I could get back on the air at WFLO. But isn't that amazing?
It is.
I could not squeak even, but I went.
Right.
I guess that showed faith.
Obviously. So, yeah.
But anyway, the ones there couldn't believe it. They didn't think I was going to be able to speak.
Right.
And afterwards, I was unable to speak. But for almost an hour, my voice was really strong and clear. But anyway, we sell the Lord short sometimes.
True. Yeah.
So, in other words, whatever the obstacle, if He wants you to do something, all you got to do is be willing. You know, so that was what 10-year-old granddaughter Emma wanted me to tell you today.
Well, we're glad that she suggested that story.
Yeah. So we hope to share another one on Thursday.
Be looking forward to it, Henry.
The other one, beg pardon?
I just said we'll be looking forward to that.
Okay. Anybody wants... I had several more testimonies, too, that I will be using, hopefully. But if anybody wants to talk or have prayer or anything else, my number is 414-0096.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you all.
All right. Take care, Henry.
Day.
You too.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Henry Fulcher with us there. His granddaughter wanted to pass.
Very nice.
Have him tell that story to us, and so
That's
we
a good
appreciate that. Little kids will, surprise you with what they want to talk about, or have you tell them, or that sort of thing. And
Do you have an example for us, John?
when I was involved with the youth of the church, and when I say youth, I mean the younger people, not so much high school. They'd catch on that I'd do voices and stuff, and they would ask all the time, hey, do this, do that, and that sort of thing. And I actually got tired of it. But I started to realize you might as well, try to do what they're asking, because it's not going to be long that they don't care about that stuff anymore, and they're going to be moving on as they get older with their own lives and blah, blah, blah. So what if they're asking you to do stuff over and over again? I mean, anybody can... I understand, get tired of stuff like that. That's about as close as I can right off the top of my head. I wanted to mention this. Were you a fan of the TV show 60 Minutes?
Yes, I was.
Okay, 1968, the primetime American television news show 60 Minutes debuted on this day back in 1968, and I'll put a pause on that.
Changed my life forever.
It did? Good morning, you're on the air.
Hey. The Washington Commanders won last night.
The Commanders won last night.
Breaking news, everybody. Yep. No, my goodness.
They beat the Cincinnati Bengals.
They beat them. Did they beat them like really good, or was it a close game?
Oh, really good until the end, and then it was only 38-33.
So it was a tight game.
Yeah.
Okay. And were you rooting?
And I couldn't believe it.
Were you rooting for
Troy Aikman?
Go ahead.
Say good things about. I couldn't believe that Troy Aikman said good things about the Commanders.
Well, he's more of a announcer now, so he really can't take sides, So that doesn't surprise me, and he's been doing it for a long time now. Him and Joe Buck. Is it still Joe Buck and Troy Aikman?
Yeah, they do Monday Night Football now.
Okay. I remember when Monday Night Football was a 3-man booth. They had Al Michaels, Dan Deerdorf, and I want to say it was Frank Gifford or somebody like. When I was coming up, that's who they were.
Do you remember Howard Cosell?
I do remember Howard Cosell. He talked like this. We've got Bob Conrad. He'd do the Battle of the Network Stars, and he would host that, and he would go, "Here's Robert Conrad, captain of the NBC team." That's how he talks.
I like this guy. This guy's good.
Well, see, that's the thing. I always liked Howard Cosell, but what was funny was if you watched TV from that era of the 70s, nobody else seemed to really like him for some reason. I don't know. Did you like Howard Cosell, sir?
He's okay.
He's okay.
I don't have anything against him.
Right.
Oh, today's the 24th. Noah said the 25th when he did the birthdays.
That may affect his Employee of the Month status.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no.
We can't have that.
No.
Noah, it's the 24th of the month.
Could you keep on doing that as Howard?
Sure. Our phone lines are not open at the time because we've got a caller, but if you want to call in after this gentleman we're talking to now. It would take forever to actually say anything.
Yeah.
Talking like that.
Do your Johnny Carson voice.
Well, let me
restart the engine.
I feel like I'm doing that stuff for the kids I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then do this voice. Well, I'm here, and I feel like a yak just sat on my chest. Ha! And then if the joke didn't work, this is where Johnny would shine. He'd go, shoppers, line 9, clean up at aisle 9.
Uh-huh.
Johnny was funnier when he bombed than if his joke really took off. And Noah doesn't understand that because it's too highbrow for him.
Yeah.
What was that?
Ed McMahon had the world's easiest job. He just had to sit there and laugh at everything Johnny said.
That's what made Ed so funny. That he would, what you just said, he would laugh at just about everything Johnny. Yeah, and that's what would make it funny.
All he did.
What's that?
That's pretty much all that he did.
You're right.
Everything Johnny said.
That's all he did, and then they would cut to commercial, and then Ed would be doing those Alpo commercials with the dog in the bowl. Give your dog Alpo.
Oh, I love that song by Simply Red that you played this morning, by the way.
What's that?
I love the song by Simply Red that you played this morning.
Oh, Simply Red. Was it?
Yeah.
What was the song? I didn't catch it.
Putting Back the Years.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's probably one of their better tunes, I think.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's not a bad song for them.
So you like mellow stuff?
Do I like what?
Mellow songs like that?
I have my moments where I don't mind something like that. How do I put this? I have, at different times, different taste of music. Sometimes I don't mind something mellow. Sometimes I don't mind something a little more rocking. And, it's just, I don't know. I'm just like anybody else. I get in a mood for something. Just like food, Sometimes pizza's great, and sometimes you want something lighter than pizza. Sometimes you want something different. So, do you tend to like mellow music more?
Most of the time.
Most of the time, okay.
Although sometimes I'll get in the mood and I want something heavier.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Now, Noah likes show tunes.
He likes what?
Show tunes.
He does. Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. That's not true.
Oh, man. Noah is an eclectic type of guy. He likes stuff that nobody knows from the hole in the ground.
I thought you were going to say he
underground stuff.
Liked.
What's that?
I thought you were going to say he liked stuff that nobody else liked.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Contrarian.
And I've got a friend that's sort of like that, too. So I'm aware of these people that have that sort of taste.
Yeah, we can't help what we like. Our ears are just tuned differently into the weirder stuff. I can't, If I could help it, I would.
Oh, I'm not dogging it.
Spotlight. When are you doing Farmville Spotlight?
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. That will be this Thursday, and we should be making a post about it here very soon. But I have a special guest. His name is Nick Bird, and he will be here. He's done some touring around the East Coast, so this guy's very interesting, well-seasoned, and he'll be here next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He does. I'm sorry.
That means John gets to take off a couple hours early on Thursday.
That's right. Get a few holes in.
Holes? Golf?
Henry said he had laryngitis. Have you ever had laryngitis before?
What was that, sir?
Have you ever had laryngitis before? Henry was talking about that. He had it.
Henry was talking about laryngitis.
Oh, have I ever had it?
Yeah.
I've had that thing where you lose your voice sometimes, whether it's due to sinus or something like that. Yeah, it's happened to me before, and I had to suffer with it. Well, we talked about it not too long ago. It was around the holidays, maybe a year or so ago, and I had to do the Call Flow show, and I was basically just me. And I ended up having to play Christmas music because I didn't have much of a voice.
Oh, yeah, I listened that morning.
Okay.
I called you and made a request.
Well, my thing is, too, if I sound that bad, I don't want to make people suffer having to listen to it, that type of it. Unfortunately for this job, if you don't have your voice, you're pretty much shot.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can do other things behind the scenes, obviously, and that need to be done. But as far as doing the announcing, that's where it really you're sort of like if you get injured playing football or something, to take you out of the game, the kind of thing. That's an announcer that doesn't have a voice should be taken out of the game.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're talking like this. We got a wonderful show today.
Imagine if you sounded like that on there. Hey, everybody.
What's that?
Imagine if you really sounded like that for a couple hours.
Imagine sounding like that? No thanks.
Yeah.
Nah. It'll probably happen to me by the time winter hits, I'm sure.
Yeah.
At least once.
I had a dream one night that you came back from the Disney trip and you sounded like Mickey Mouse.
I came on and sounded like Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Where are you going, Noah? Come on back to the clubhouse.
No.
Sing it with me, Noah. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S. Noah's no fun anymore. Ever since he got Employee of the Month. It's just gone to his head, and he doesn't want to partake.
John, I feel uncomfortable with this type of Mickey Mouse humor. I can't help it.
Mickey Mouse! You're more of a Donald Duck kind of guy? Is that the problem?
I honestly, my favorite one of those would be Donald Duck, because, yeah, that's right.
I thought he was going to say Goofy.
Goofy? Oh, God, not Goofy.
Gosh, well, we're going to have that, what's that program that you got on, little buddy?
This is disturbing. This is gonna give me nightmares, John.
Oh, good. I mean, oh no, that's terrible.
John is the Freddy Krueger of radio. He just does these voices, and then people have dreams about them. John, if I have a goofy dream tonight, you, sir, John, you just spit everywhere. You just spit on the board, you spit on the laptop, you spit on the speaker, the window, the glass is covered.
At least I didn't blow up the facilities.
Yeah, me neither.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Okay.
My God, John.
So, sir, is there anything else you wanted to bring up? Scare Noah half to death with?
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
There you go.
There we go. All right.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day and call back anytime, all right?
Yeah. Did he take away his Employee of the Month since he had the wrong date for the birthday?
There's something about Employee of the Month. What was that?
Did he take it away from him since he had the wrong date?
Take it away from... I didn't give him that title, so...
Well, John, you can strip it away and use it. No, please, I insist, John.
I insist. I would never do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
That's not even a thing we've ever done. Like, what? You just
it's
make
too late now. The cat's out the bag, and people
keep
believe it now.
I know. You have quite the manipulative streak in you.
Why would I make up a thing like that?
Why would you make up a thing like that?
I get nothing out of it.
Well, other than pleasure of seeing me
squirm and suffer
and romp.
All right, so you have a good rest of your day. You call back. What was that? I didn't catch that, sir. What was that?
He was going to have a Howard Cosell dream tonight.
Oh, Howard Cosell?
Yeah, okay.
I may close out with some Howard Cosell to really have Noah get all fidgety.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Okay, I will. Thank you, sir, for calling in, all right?
Okay.
All right, take care.
So now you're openly plotting against me. Open, just like out in the open. It's like you have your little blueprint out. It's like, hey, does this work for you, or should we change it? No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Phone lines are open.
Silence, John. Silence again.
I was going to try to move along.
Okay.
434-394-0924 if you would like to squeeze a call in before we say goodbye.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I didn't get very far with much. Babe Ruth on this day, 1934, played his last baseball game for the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium.
I was going to say, hold the phone for a second, John. I feel like he said...
You promoting something?
I did the 25th birthday. Today is the 24th. I read the 25th.
Okay, so do you need to correct that?
I feel like I should.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like I should.
Go ahead.
And my sincere apologies. Sometimes, looking at paper, everything kind of blends together. So the birthdays for
I just want to say I'm glad I'm not the only one that messes up these things.
That's great, John.
Go ahead.
That's me too. Me 3. Okay. Hunter Rigsby is having a birthday. Chuck Malone is also celebrating today. We have Taylor Silborn, Tyler Silborn. They must be twins. Claire Miles, Blake Ferguson, and McCallan Wilkerson.
All right. Well,
So
thank you
those
for
are
getting
the
those
birthdays.
in.
Yes, of course.
For today.
It's the least I could do. Yes, to the
All right.
24th. Those are your birthdays.
Good job. Good morning. You're on the air.
All right, very quickly, 3 words.
Yes.
Car crash drop. Noah would appreciate that from the O&A show.
Yes, I love the Opie and Anthony show. I do agree that we need a car crash drop, and John could just play it for the whole duration of the show, too.
Oh my gosh. I mean...
Might take out the button here on the board by firing that so often.
They might.
All right, but I'm with the other caller. We all have to pitch in and get that guy a phone, because if you don't listen to the show with headphones like you guys do, we have no idea what the heck he's saying, man.
Well, that's why we interpret it for you.
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
Oh man. All righty. Well, it's top of the hour, boys. So,
all right.
Get on with that 2 for Tuesday show.
We can't do a Tuesday without it.
What's in the big prize closet anyway?
A bag of Utz potato chips.
All right. Maybe the phrase that pays or something.
Oh wow, you're bringing back some memories there.
Oh boy. Okay.
The phrase that pays. I remember that.
On 2 for Tuesday.
I'm going to bring back the
boys,
Utz potato. All right, you too. Take care.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. I remember there was a survival kit that you could win from the morning show, and it was always like a bag, keychain, and a bag of Utz potato chips.
Interesting.
Real big prizes to be given away.
Was it Q90?
Oh, yeah. It was.
Wow.
Yep. The Q
Lunchbox.
The Q Zoo survival kit or something like that is what it was called back in the day. All right, Noah, you got less than
John, I insist you take this time. I mean,
Kevin Sorbo is having a birthday today. He was Hercules on TV at one point in time. He's 66 today. And if I see anybody else worth mentioning, let's see, Stephanie McMahon, who is Vince McMahon's daughter, married to Triple H now, 48. We're close to the same age. All right, so that's it for me.